Do India and Pakistan need a mediator, and why has the USA always wanted that role? For as long as one can recall, US presidents have wanted to mediate between India and Pakistan to resolve disputes. Not for 1,000 years, as the current US president would have the world believe, but for at least 40 years, and the current one most so. So, where does this latest claim come from? A good place, or just desperate to be a Credit-Jeevi? I won't say I did it, but sure as hell helped settle the problem between India and Pak. This is what Trump said after claiming he brokered a peace deal between Pakistan and India. He repeated it every day for 5 days in a row, even claiming that if India and Pakistan didn't talk, no trade. Like two errant kids being talked down to by Big Daddy. So how is India supposed to interpret this now? This is Quick Take, your quick guide. I'm Smita Prakash. Off-script comment. The first day when Trump reacted to India's strikes on Pakistani installations, it was from a written script. So it was pretty clear that the national security apparatus in the US wanted to school India. But then, as is the case with Trump, he went off-script. As John Bolton, his former national security advisor, once said of Trump, he second-guessed everything, reversed himself constantly, and left his top advisors scrambling to explain or undo what he'd said. So will the State Department and the national security apparatus back away from Trump's off-script comments or play along? If their playbook with Canada is anything to go by, they will keep wielding the stick on India. So why does Trump do this? Because he's constantly in search of a narrative. He wants to be the global peacemaker. He needs the optics. He wants the credit, whether or not he deserves it. He says it for the headlines and maybe for his place in history books. And his team is hailing him as the hero who brokered peace in South Asia. On Friday, a senior State Department official called the US President Donald Trump a peacemaker and urged both countries to pursue direct dialogue. Indian allergy. If there's one thing India loathes in international diplomacy, it is the third-party mediation on Kashmir and hyphenation of India and Pakistan. And Donald Trump did both for 5 days in a row. Indian diplomacy has known, like the rest of the world, that Trump charts the unorthodox path in diplomacy. He did that in his first term, but in his second term, he's all the more adventurous. Not just with India, but with Canada, the European Union, Greenland, Mexico, Israel, and this week, even the Middle East. And as if Trump's statement wasn't enough, the US Secretary of State, Marco Rubio, claimed that India and Pakistan have also agreed to start talks on a broad set of issues at a neutral site. This has caught India by surprise, and the officials were quick to say that nothing of this sort had been discussed, let alone agreed upon. Pakistan has chosen to not react at all to all the claims made by the US. Talks or no talks? India has made it clear that Operation Sindoor is not over. The defense minister even said that what the world has seen in the 5 days was just the trailer, and there's more to come. The armed forces from both the sides have not moved away from forward positions, but there's not been any escalation of hostilities either. Currently, the only channel of communication open between India and Pakistan is at the level of Directors General of Military Operations. No other channel is open, not at the NSA level, not at Foreign Office, no heads of state or government, and certainly no third party. Talks like they used to happen before, which is composite dialogue, a term used for nearly 2 decades, only meant tossing dossiers across the table. The Indian Prime Minister has said terror and talks will not go together. Terror and trade also will not go together. Those are the red lines India has drawn.